Buongiorno.
Hey. How you doing?
How you doing?
Well, what's up? How you guys doing tonight?
Can you tell who it is? Who is it?
Guess who? Yeah.
It's Anna and Jamie.
Hi.
And I'm Jamie.
And she's Jamie, and I'm really excited to be here. Thanks, Jamie.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
For once, you're not on a Patreon episode. You're on a regular episode. No pressure.
Does that mean, was Patreon on, the kind of shit, you know?
It's just the one that costs $4 a month.
Oh.
It's exclusive for our Patreon listeners.
Sounds fancy.
The 3 of them that are on there.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Exclusive episodes once a month. Go check it out. But, yeah, welcome back. We're doing a cryptid episode, my favorite. And,
I have a Pop-Tart, and I'm really excited.
That's not what we're here to talk about, though. We're here to talk about cryptids.
We are here to talk about strange things. And
Yes.
I feel like...
Hello.
Yeah, for sure that's strange.
Right. The ghosts, don't worry about it.
I'm Kate,
And I'm Jane, and this is Creeps and Coffee.
a show where we talk about the dark parts of the world around us
Cryptids, conspiracies, things that go bump in the night.
and the crimes behind the scariest creatures of all, humans.
Join us as we take a look at the stories sure to give you the creeps.
Pull up a seat, grab a coffee.
And let's have a chat.
We're here to talk about American monsters. And no, I don't mean Trump.
Or Epstein.
Yeah, unfortunately,
next time.
we're talking about monsters that may or may not exist, not the monsters that do exist.
Weird.
Anyway. So, American monsters. Yeah, so I'm only going to talk about 2. I was originally going to talk about 3, and then I realized one of them has a lot more information than I thought, and was a lot more history-based. So Caitlin would actually like it, so sorry, Kate. Sucks. So the first one that I'll talk about, you already saw the picture for. It looks odd. It's called a Snallygaster. Did you need a refresher on what it looks like? Okay. So the Snallygaster is an American creature, cryptid, if you will. It's a bird reptile chimera, or chimera. I think it's chimera. And do you know what that means?
Nada.
It's like a hybrid creature. So the most famous one, I think, is like a lion, goat, serpent hybrid. This one is a bird reptile hybrid. And it has history and reported sightings all the way back to the 18th century. So we'll go over, I guess for both of them, kind of the history of it up to modern day, and then kind of ways to debunk it if you believe it. Sure. But if you don't, there are some plausible explanations for them, unfortunately. So the Snallygaster from the 18th century was spotted in a little area of Frederick County, Maryland. Never been there. But this area was settled by German immigrants beginning in the 1730s. And early accounts describe the community being terrorized by a monster called Schnellergeist, meaning quick ghost in German. Excuse my German pronunciation. I know that was dookie. Schnellergeist. Monica Schneller. The earliest incarnations of this creature feature a siren instead of half bird, half reptile. It's half siren, half demon, or half ghost, half ghoul.
Yeah, the wings were interesting.
Yeah, so it's half reptile with its tail, and sometimes it's depicted with octopus-like tentacles. Go check out our Instagram, we'll have pictures. And it's got a bird part where it's got a beak and wings, and sometimes these razor sharp teeth. And it supposedly just swoops in from the sky and picks up victims and carries them off. And then they're dead. And apparently it can suck the blood from victims. However,
Goddamn.
lore-wise, they say painting 7-pointed stars on buildings keeps them away. There's no proven,
7-pointed star.
Yeah, and I don't know why. There's no reasoning to why.
Like a sun almost.
Yeah, something like that.
But not at all.
Sort of, but like not at all. And so, yeah, there was just a couple of different accounts of being terrorized. In the 19th century, the Snallygaster, here's where we get political, the Snallygaster was resurrected as a legend, supposedly in the 19th century, to frighten freed African Americans. So those who were enslaved up until recently, they are finally free.
Yeah.
And so people started speculating these rumors about the Snallygaster to scare them because of racism, of course.
It all fucking comes back to that, man.
Mm-hmm.
What even? Okay.
And the other creature I'll talk about also gets political, which is interesting.
I feel like that's more in the realm of like terror and not even like political, like because it has to do with like literal like human life. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Terrorized. I can't even.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, this big creature, it's sometimes said to have like big like frog-like eyes, talons and claws, giant, like really big. Like in this picture that I'm looking at, the human is probably like a 16th of the size of this thing.
Oh my god.
Really big. Something that if you see it, I feel like there'd be no mistaking it.
Yep.
Like pretty.
Like it's giving like dragon, but
Yeah, demon, dragon, monster, ghost. Less of a poltergeist, more of a.
You know what? I had squid the other day.
How was it?
It was actually okay.
Okay.
Have you had it?
When I was younger, didn't love it. Obviously.
It's not my favorite. The little like tiny bits of their legs. I didn't like that. Real crunchy, crispy. But this one is the giant version.
Right. Yeah.
What is up with that mouth? That is crazy. So just like.
And it's
It's
only
not, like, big.
Yeah, so it's tentacles, but only occasionally do people say that there's tentacles coming out of its mouth. So either they retract or it's not. But anyway, in the 20th century, so it's now been 3 centuries of sightings of this thing. In the 20th century, so in 1909, February and March, there were encounters described by local residents about a beast with enormous wings and a long pointed bill, claws like steel hooks, and an eye in the center of its forehead. It was described as making screeching sounds like a locomotive whistle. There was a couple more strings of appearances, sightings. So the Smithsonian Institution offered a reward, saying if you can find this creature, kill it, and give us its hide, you will get a monetary reward. U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt reportedly considered postponing an African safari to hunt the beast. It was later revealed these reports were part of a hoax by Middletown Valley Register editor George C. Roderick and reporter Ralph S. Wolf in an attempt to increase readership. Their descriptions were invented, borrowing themes from German existing folklore, talking about dragon-like creatures who stole children and livestock, and appeared to invoke descriptions similar to the Jersey Devil, which we will be talking about next.
Okay.
The Jersey Devil is related to this as well because this cryptid had been supposedly spotted weeks earlier. So they were sort of just hopping on the bandwagon and they wanted to like get famous off of this, but they were hoaxes. So those 2 accounts from February and March, hoaxes. Everything else, unconfirmed. We don't know. Do with that what you will.
Dang.
So
You're really good with your research. What the heck?
thank you. I did all of this earlier.
Yeah.
I was glad that you
Very
weren't coming until earlier because I forgot to do the research last night. And so then I spent like 2 hours looking stuff up earlier. And I appreciate that you notice.
I think I need some help with my studying capabilities.
I can help you, Pookie.
Yeah. We'll have to talk about that.
Look at Burger. Burger. He's face down over there.
I'm just like face planted.
Burger's the Snallygaster. I knew it.
He's too nice to be Snally.
Burger, you Snallygaster?
You be Snally boy.
Also, what a silly name. Snallygaster.
I know.
Anyway,
Well.
so yeah, there's not much about this. That's pretty much it up until modern, like popular culture and modern day. We haven't seen any recently, but there's a lot of pop culture
I
about
saw
it.
one last week.
Oh, right. Well,
Sorry.
no. It's been a cryptozoologist in Maryland opened up a museum called the American Snallygaster Museum, and the Snallygaster was mentioned in an episode of the Chesapeake Shores, where Snally hunters gather for an annual day of search for this animal. Also put that on your resume, Snally hunter. There is a cafe and wine bar called Snallygaster's Cafe and Wine Bar, and that is in West Virginia.
West Virginia, take me home. Okay. Thank you.
Perfect cutoff for copyright. Take me up.
Take me home, bitch.
Rack City, rack. The Snallygaster is also a blended whiskey produced by Dragon Distillery. That was released in 2018.
Dragon. Bitch. So is it a kind of dragon?
It looks like it, yeah.
But if the brand Dragon put out a Snallygaster drink, whatever liquor, what kind was it? Whiskey?
Whiskey, yeah.
I love whiskey, to be honest.
A blended whiskey. I don't know what that means.
Tequila makes you crazy. Vodka can make you crazy or angry or both.
Okay.
Rum will almost definitely make you angry. I don't know why, but it does that to people. Whiskey. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure people get crazy on whiskey, but damn. Anyway, thank you for indulging me. I guess it's I'm kind of turning it into like the what is it? The backyard. What the podcast.
You're high. I don't know. Oh, the basement yard?
Yes, thank you. The backyard.
The backyardigans.
Yeah, exactly. That one.
The backyardigans.
Keep going.
Snallygaster was also mentioned in the series Mountain Monsters.
Okay.
There's also a lot of social media, like depictions. You see a lot of drawings, pictures, fan art, if you will, on Reddit, Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it now. I know there's a couple of pictures on cryptidwiki.com, and there is a book, I believe, entitled Snallygaster's The Lost Legend of Frederick County, published in 2008. There's a Jersey barrier, which is like those concrete barriers, like in between highways, if you know. One of those in Kuwait has a picture of the Snallygaster on it, which, number one, is interesting because my dad went to Kuwait. And number two, interesting, my dad has a hole in his knee because of one of these Jersey barriers. When he was like a young man, he had a motorcycle, and he accidentally crashed into it. Yeah. So, hey, Dad, there's a Snallygaster on a Jersey barrier in Kuwait. I wonder if you saw it.
That's so funny.
Most popularly, the Snallygaster appears in the game Fallout 76.
Okay.
If you've heard of that one. It doesn't look the same because in the game it's just a failed genetic experiment, but it is also gross and creepy.
Yeah.
So do with that. And then in 2017, J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them also incorporated a Snallygaster in the Harry Potter universe.
Oh my god.
So in that one, it's described as part bird, part reptile, relative to the Occamy, with serrated steel fangs, a bulletproof hide, and a natural sense of curiosity. But we don't like J.K. Rowling, because she's a POS. I like Harry Potter. I grew up reading it and watching the movies, but boy, does she suck. But, yeah, that's the Snallygaster. Fun to say, ugly to look at, would befriend. Yeah.
Would befriend, eh?
Yeah, that's the Harry Potter one as well, yeah.
You'd be like, oh, come here,
Hi, little guy. Please don't hug me.
oh, there we go. Oh, brutal.
You look at your pictures.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 sec.
Yeah, that's definitely dragon-like.
The thing coming out of its mouth is great. You work. Yeah, those.
There's a joke for that. There's an innuendo about that for sure.
That was crazy too. Okay. No.
Editor, cut that out. That sounded nasty. That sounds sexual.
It's like when you go to the dentist and they stick that thing in your mouth and it's like.
I don't mind that one.
That's pretty good, eh?
Anna's inebriated. Can you tell?
Oh my goodness. Alright.
So Anna, do you believe in the Snallygaster?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's in Harry Potter, so of course.
So it must be real.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you have
yeah.
anything you want to say about him before we go to the next one?
No, but I think that I believe in Snape's cape being real too.
What?
You know when Snape is like walking through class and his cape is like you know what I'm saying?
I do, but
That's how I think Snallygaster's real.
rest in peace, Alan Rickman.
Oh, right?
Should
Okay.
I bring up the next one?
Yes.
This one, honestly, you've probably heard of. It's one of the more popular American monsters, the Jersey Devil. Have you heard of him?
I think I've heard of him mentioned.
Okay.
I feel like, did you mention him earlier? Yes, you did.
I did, but
And you talked about
did
the
you hear
intro,
about him
right?
ever before tonight?
No. I don't
Really?
think so. I don't think so, no.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, here is a picture. Why are you laughing at that?
That's fucking funny.
What's wrong?
Look at it.
He's supposed to be scary.
Look at the fucking tail on that thing. Like, you could chop it and, like, chop its legs off.
He's scary,
It's
Emma.
not scary, guys. Like, you guys are gonna see it, and you're gonna be like...
Leave him alone. He's just a little guy. He's trying to be
How
scary.
fucking... He's trying.
He's trying to be scary.
Like
okay?
Simon. That dog.
Oh, I was like, who's Simon? Right. Okay,
He
well,
invented barking.
I think he's pretty creepy to see in person.
For sure.
But maybe the picture.
Take them out at the legs. That's it. That's what you do with your enemies. Take them out at the knees. Their weakest point.
So the Jersey Devil. It's got... You're going to have to lock in. It's got history.
Okay.
And it's weird history.
Alright, well...
So...
Now you're telling me to lock in. Okay.
No, it's okay.
I love it.
There's a lot of history that even because I was listening to music when I was researching this, and
Yeah.
as I started reading, I was like, wait a minute.
Lock in.
Yeah, I was like, pause the music, okay.
Oh, wow.
Because I realized
Nice.
I'm like scrolling like,
Shit.
so.
Okay.
I just thought it was going to be a simple like, oh, that kind of looks like a horse-bat hybrid.
Yeah.
That was probably just an animal that's never been discovered before.
Capybara face.
You know? Yeah, and I was like, kind of like, whatever. That's probably all it is. It'll be another Snallygaster.
For
Oh
sure.
no! This one's political,
Oh.
deep rooted in the history of shocking Jersey, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
It all starts
And I started.
long time ago. So we're gonna go over the origins of this legend. So the way it's described, it looks like it's got like a horse head, a long neck, leathery bat wings, the body of like a goat maybe, and then like
It almost looks like Kevin from Up. No, not Kevin. Yeah, Kevin.
what?
Yeah. But has a different head. Huge head
Kevin
compared to
from Up?
Kevin.
That's a peacock.
Yeah, but he was huge. He was huge in the you know what I'm talking about. Like, can I see? I think we're talking about the right thing. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
So peacocks aren't really that big.
Okay, but that's in the movie though. This thing is huge. Or maybe no, it's this thing.
It's a little big, sure.
It's huge in the movie.
Here, this one's a little. This
Right?
one's like compared to the kid, he's big.
What the hell?
That's a more scary version of the Jersey Devil there.
Okay. Gotcha.
So, and this one's he's a little bit more buff than this one.
Kevin! Okay, I'm sorry.
So this scary guy, totally scary, not Kevin, it all goes back to...
Sorry. People like me in the scary movies get killed.
Yes.
like that is just
I could take him, let me kick his legs out.
She's like, I understand. I would do it right now. If you weren't listening.
Where's Connor? I need a ref. Connor, get out here.
Alright, okay. Keep going.
So, the origins start...
Sorry.
It's called Mother Leeds' 13th Child.
Okay.
So, from 1735, so a long time ago, this all sort of revolves around South Jersey's place called Pine Barrens, also known as the Pines. Specifically, Leeds Point, Leeds, because there was a family called the Leeds. And the devil's mother is usually a woman called Leeds or Mother Leeds of Burlington. There are other names such as the Shrouds that have occasionally been used, but Leeds is the most well accepted one. So, according to one story, in 1735, a woman named Leeds had 12 children. After discovering she was pregnant for the 13th time, she cursed the child, frustrated, and said, Jesus, let the child be the devil.
No!
She had too many kids. She was over it. The child was indeed cursed. It was born normally, but after its birth it immediately grew wings and a tail and claws and then flew out to the Pine Barrens. Some legends say that the child transformed into a creature with hooves, a goat head, bat wings, and a forked tail. Growling and screaming, apparently the child beat everyone with its tail before flying up the chimney and into the pines. In other versions, the mother was a witch, and the child's father was the devil himself. That's why the baby looked like that. Some versions say that a local clergyman tried to exorcise the creature, and it did not work. In a different telling, it was not at Leeds Point, but in a nearby spot called Mays Landing, and that Mrs. Leeds became pregnant around 1855, rejected the baby, wished that the stork, or wished a stork, would deliver a devil, and so a winged devil was born and flew out the window. It tried to return, and the mother shooed it away. Believe it or not. And so they bring credence to this because there actually was, historically, a Leeds family. Before the early 1900s, there was this whole spiel. Someone in the Leeds family was called the Jersey Devil. Not the cryptid Jersey Devil, but a man. So they call it the Leeds Devil or the Devil of Leeds, according to the Leeds family, because of what I'm going to tell you. The Mother Leeds character was supposedly a real-life woman named Deborah Leeds, on the grounds that Deborah Leeds' husband, Japhet Leeds, had 12 children, and in the will he wrote during 1736. That was proof that he had 12. So, historically accurate? We don't know, but that seems pretty historically accurate. And this Leeds Point section is all now what we know as Atlantic County, New Jersey, which is also the same spot that the Jersey Devil story comes from.
Shit's crazy.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Such crazy.
So a historian of science, which I didn't even know was a thing, theorizes, his name is Brian Regal, he theorizes that the story of Mother Leeds, rather than being based on a single historical person, originated from the reputation of the local Leeds family in the southern portion of the colonial era province of New Jersey, where religious political disputes became the subject of folklore and gossip among the local population. So Brian Regal contends that the colonial era political intrigue involving the New Jersey politicians Benjamin Franklin and Franklin's rival almanac publisher Daniel Leeds resulted in the Leeds family being described as monsters, as it was Daniel Leeds' negative description as the Leeds Devil rather than an actual creature that created the legend of the Jersey Devil. So, this article goes into a couple of different things about Daniel Leeds had 3 wives. A lot people died. You know, some died during childbirth, some children died during childbirth, that sort of thing. And so he was on wife number 3. Leeds' sons and family inherited his land that was now known as Leeds Point. There's allegedly Jersey Devil sightings there. Starting in the 17th century, English Quakers established settlements in southern Jersey, in the region where the Pine Barrens are located. You know the Quakers, Anna? Pretty,
Fuck shit.
yeah, how do we describe... They're very... They remind me of, like, Mormons, where they're very strict with...
Conservative.
Yeah, what they believe in. Anything new or different is, like, scary. And so they're, very conservative in what they believe in. They're very strong-willed in what they follow and practice. And so that will be important. So Daniel Leeds starts off as a Quaker, and he was quickly ostracized by his Quaker congregation after he started publishing almanacs, which were just like books about information about like one specific topic or like multiple subjects. They're kind of outdated now, but they're very similar to like encyclopedias, that sort of thing. So he just enjoyed researching a lot of weird things, and so at one point in 1687 he did research on astrological symbols and writings, and when he posted that, the Quakers were like, no, like, you cannot post stuff like that, absolutely not. And so they deemed astrology in these almanacs as pagan or blasphemous. And so they destroyed all of the almanacs in the local community. And so Daniel Leeds was like, screw you Quakers. Like, I just researched this. I did all this work, and like, it's just research. Like, it's not the devil. It's not demonic. But the Quakers were like, we don't mess with that. So Leeds got mad, and he decided to dig his heels in more. And he continued to publish more esoteric stuff. He was posting like Instagram, astrological Christian writings. He became fascinated with Christian occultism, Christian mysticism, which those aren't even like crazy. They're crazier.
I wonder what that means, Christian mysticism.
Christian mysticism is like the mystical practices and mystical theology within Christianity. So talks about the transformative presence of God, divine love,
power of Jesus,
God, the divine, being aware of God, contemplation.
That's probably where I fall under a little bit.
Interesting.
I love to think about magic and that it's actually like a real thing. Do you know what I mean?
I hope so. I wish. He also started doing research on demonology and angelology. I didn't know that was a thing. I've heard of demonology.
You know what? Angels, you've seen pictures of like what angels?
Biblical angels? Yeah, they look crazy.
Fucking terrifying. So, yeah. Okay.
He also was doing research on cosmology, which is like the fate of the universe, and it's very philosophical almost. And he was also reading and learning about natural magic and talking about natural magic. Again, the Quakers, they like cut him off. They called him blasphemous. They were censoring all of his material.
Just like anything that wasn't their beliefs.
Yeah, and so he was still like disputing with them. Finally, he converted to Anglicism. I think that's how you say it. Anglicanism? How do you say it? Anglicanism? Anglican.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Yeah, okay.
And so then he started publishing anti-Quaker theology, and he was criticizing Quaker rhetorics. Again, that made the Quakers mad. So then there was this big dispute between Leeds and all of the Quaker community and the Philadelphia Quaker meeting. So he was just kind of making enemies in all of the Quaker communities nearby. He was considered a traitor for aiding the crown and rejecting Quaker beliefs. They started calling him evil, and by the year 1700, the local South Jersey Quaker community retaliated against Leeds' anti-Quaker tracts with their own tract called Satan's Harbinger Encountered, being somewhat by way of answer to Daniel Leeds, publicly accusing Leeds of working with the devil himself.
Jeepers.
They continue to produce astrological content. His son also would take over at some point. He inherited the business, and he would continue to post these weird, fantastical things in the almanac business. Mm-hmm. And they eventually started competing with Benjamin Franklin's popular Poor Richard's Almanac. The competition between these two men also intensified. In 1733, Benjamin Franklin, satirically used astrology in his almanac to predict Titan Leeds' death, which is Daniel Leeds' son, in October of that year. Franklin's prediction was intended as a joke, supposedly, and a mean to, boost almanac sales, just kind of like a jab, to be like, oh, well, the stars are aligning on this day, so Titan is going to die. Titan Leeds was offended by the death prediction and published a public admonition.
Admission?
I don't know. Admonition. Admonition? No.
I don't know.
Anyway, he did that of Franklin, calling him a fool and a liar, and I quote that. In a published response, Franklin mocked Titan Leeds' outrage and humorously suggested that Titan Leeds had died in accordance with the earlier prediction, and thus his almanacs were being written as a ghost resurrected from the grave to haunt and torment Franklin. Franklin distastefully continued this joke, referring to Titan Leeds as a ghost even after Titan's actual death in 1738. Daniel Leeds' blasphemous, quote unquote, and occultist reputation and his pro-monarchy stance, as well as the rumor of Titan Leeds as a ghost, both may have contributed to the local folklore so-called the Leeds Devil in Pine Barrens. And the Leeds Devil eventually turned into Jersey Devil. They also suggest that in 1728, Titan Leeds began to include a family crest on the almanacs, which I'll show you a picture of. It's a little blurry, it's hard to find pictures of, but their family crest depicts a wyvern, or a bat-winged dragon-like legendary creature who stands up on two clawed feet. Some people say that maybe this is where the legend of the Jersey Devil comes from. If you can sort of see, they're supposed to be creatures. Really old. But they say that there's... Don't laugh at him. He's trying his best to be scary.
He would go, his wings wouldn't even be able to take him away. The other picture, that was spooky, though.
Thank you.
For sure.
Good, okay.
He's trying his best.
He's trying his best to be scary, okay? Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir.
But yeah, lots of claims and sightings involved the Jersey Devil. One guy said that he was cleaning his cannonballs or something, and that he saw the flying creature and got scared. He fired a cannonball directly at it, and it had no effect, apparently. During the 1820s, Joseph Bonaparte, elder brother of Napoleon, is claimed to have seen the Jersey Devil while hunting on his Bordentown estate. In 1840, the Jersey Devil was blamed for several livestock killings. Similar attacks were reported in 1841, accompanied by tracks and scream sounds. In 1909, there was a wave of sightings on the week of January 16th to the 23rd. Newspapers were publishing hundreds of claimed encounters with the Jersey Devil from all over South Jersey and the Philadelphia area. Among these alleged encounters, there was claims that the creature attacked a trolley car and attacked a social club in Camden. Police in Camden and Bristol supposedly fired on the creature to no effect. Other reports said they saw unidentified footprints in the snow, but soon sightings of the creature resembling the Jersey Devil were being reported throughout Jersey all the way as far as Delaware and Western Maryland. The widespread newspaper coverage of the creature scared everybody to the point where they closed the schools and people stopped going to work. So vigilante groups and groups of hunters were roaming the pines and the countryside in search of the devil. During this period, it was rumored that the Philadelphia Zoo posted a $10,000 reward if you caught the creature. They offered to even build like a little habitat if you could catch it alive. Nobody ever did. A lot of hoaxes were brought in, one of which was a kangaroo with fake claws and fake bat wings.
That's crazy work. That is crazy work.
Yep. In 1925, in the Greenwich Township, a local farmer shot an unidentified animal that was trying to steal his chickens, and then he took a picture of the corpse. However, he showed it to 100 people, and nobody could identify it.
It's AI. Sorry.
Well, nothing came of it, so I think it was just like, that's an animal that you just didn't recognize. That's also very well what this could have been, an animal that is rare or that you don't know, maybe that you've never seen before, maybe a one-of-a-kind creature, the last of its kind, stuff like that. On July 27th, my birthday, in 1937, an unknown animal with red eyes was seen in Pennsylvania compared to the Jersey Devil by a reporter for the Pennsylvania Bulletin. Sorry guys, it was me. In 1951, a group of Gibbstown, New Jersey boys claimed to have seen a monster matching the Jersey Devil's description, and claims of a corpse matching the Jersey Devil's description arose in 1957. But again, nothing came of it, so I'm assuming it was a hoax. During 1960, they discovered tracks and noises heard near Mays Landing, and they were claimed to be of the devil. During the same year, the merchants around Camden offered, again, a $10,000 reward for the capture of the Jersey Devil. Nothing came of it. What do you think so far? Is it real?
I think no.
But Snallygaster's real?
Yeah, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you think he's real so far?
So, I think that basically this woman was having so many kids with this one man, and she fucking hated him. And she thought that he was Satan's spawn, or like the devil himself, or whatever.
He could have just been a disfigured child, right? Like,
well, true story. But that's like the husband or whatever, the daddy, the baby daddy. And then that 13th kid comes around, she's like, holy fuck.
over it.
This man is fucking horrid. I don't love him. He is the devil. This is the devil's son.
Right.
And fuck him too.
Yeah.
And get the fuck out of my house. And don't even come back. And then he's going to live his life and be whoever with no mama, no daddy. And he is going to turn out to be a fucking menace to society. And be, I don't know, doing shit that he should not be doing.
Hello? It's the Jersey Devil. So you think it's more of a, like, philosophical monster, perhaps?
Yes.
Interesting.
Something to relate to, like...
Ignore my neighbors, sorry.
people's, like, actual life experience.
Okay.
And not just a monster. Because aren't a lot of monsters and things, like, I don't know.
Cautionary tales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like...
That's a lot of folklore, yeah.
Yeah. And, like, have you seen... This is not exactly related, but kind of related. Have you seen, like, creatures, like, that weren't seen before, but they were described and then painted by like old artists.
Yeah.
And you can like paint it as that, but then it's like totally different from what the actual thing is.
That's what happened, I think, with the dinosaurs, right?
Yes.
They were trying to figure out from the fossils what they looked like.
Yeah.
And that's why Jurassic Park is so scary. They thought they looked like that. But now here we are in 2026, and we're like, actually, they're like giant chickens. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They got big feathers. We just couldn't tell until now.
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
So I'm surprised that you didn't recognize the Jersey Devil name, because it has appeared in The X-Files. It has appeared in The Wolf Among Us, which is that game that I made you play recently.
Oh, yeah.
It was in Pop Tropica, the video game. It was in What We Do in the Shadows, Gravity Falls. Also in Fallout 76,
Oh, my God.
Extreme Ghostbusters, and Supernatural.
Okay, but I've not watched, like, almost any of those things.
Well...
That's my
That
problem.
sucks because I've seen literally all of them. So I'm like, why don't you know these? Anyway.
I'm too busy rewatching Gilmore Girls for the 10th time.
Fair enough. I started rewatching Friends recently.
Oh, I wish.
I loved it. It's on Crave. It made me tear up a little bit seeing Chandler, though. Because, R.I.P. Hoaxes. There's a couple of hoaxes, shocker, of the Jersey guy.
Shocker.
One of which was published in 1993 in the Encyclopedia of Hoaxes by Gordon Stein. The alleged footprints during the Jersey Devil sighting of 1909 resembled a horse hoof because it was a horse hoof. Someone had faked these footprints and admitted it. In the 2006 The World's Greatest Hoaxes, there was another claim by Norman Jeffries, who was involved in hoaxing another Jersey Devil thing. He was well aware of the stories about this creature and decided he wanted to be in on it, and he thought it would be really popular and that it would, boost sales and give him some money, which I think it did. But it was a hoax. Mm-hmm. And then same guy also planted a non-fictional newspaper story about sightings of the devil. Also during 1909, Jeffries with his friend Jacob Hope, an animal trainer, purchased a kangaroo from a circus. This is what I was talking about earlier. Glued artificial claws on it, bat wings onto the back, and declared it to the public that they had captured it and displayed it in the museum. 20 years later, he admitted to the hoax. Which is a crazy long time. So there's a couple of different, explanations for this. We already mentioned, it could just be a creature that nobody's ever seen before. Very much the way people think Bigfoot might just be like a species we don't know about. Mm-hmm. That is an option. However, some people made this a byproduct of the reputation in the area. It gets political again. There's a lot of people in this area. They're called Pineys because it's called Pine Barren, and they are kind of looked down upon because some people were born with birth defects. There was a lot of outcasts of society, so they think that it's just kind of rumors about these weird people because it was poor people, it was fugitives, it was poachers, moonshiners, deserting soldiers, runaway slaves, Native American people. A lot of people who in this community, they found solace together, but the outside world was kind of pooping on them, essentially. Mm-hmm. And so it could be an amalgamation of these people who were seen as odd, as well as a mix of, there was gangs of highwaymen who would go around robbing people who were traveling and stealing their things, attacking them. So that could be the physical report of these people were swept up and attacked, but then the legend itself is just about the criminals. And there was eugenics studies saying that they were inbred and stuff, but they were just demonizing these people, even though they were just some were born with cleft lips and stuff. And it's we know better now. It's not it's not that. Some people just say it was misidentification of known animals. So yeah, girl, that was a deer. That was a goat. You didn't have your glasses on, Pookie. That was just a horse. But another explanation is that it was just these stories. They were just boogeyman stories.
Right.
So they were used to scare children into being good.
Right.
So there's a lot of those in every culture throughout history, you know. You better go to bed.
Cautionary tale.
Yeah, you better go to bed on time, or the Jersey Devil's gonna come get you. And you go, what's the Jersey Devil? Mom, I'm scared. Oh yeah, you can't get up. You can't get up. You have to go to bed at 7 o'clock every night, or the Jersey Devil's gonna come get you.
That's so funny. That's what I'm gonna tell my kids.
I mean, as a kid, you believe it. You're like, I'm so scared.
Yeah, I hope they're terrified.
But there were a lot of folk legends of the Pine Barrens. The Jersey Devil was just one of them. There was legends of the ghost of the pirate Captain Kidd, who supposedly buried treasure in Pine Barrens, who's supposedly seen with the company of the Jersey Devil. Some people see the ghost of the Black Doctor, which was, I'm using quotation marks, the benevolent spirit of an African-American doctor who, I don't know, he was forbidden from practicing medicine due to his race, entered the Pine Barrens to practice said medicine in the isolated communities, and he supposedly still comes to aid lost or injured survivors. The ghost of the black dog, which is like all of the black dog legends, it's harmless, it just kind of is a black dog that scares people. You got the ghost of the golden-haired girl, oh my god, it's me, who's a spirit of a girl who's said to be staring out at sea, dressed in white, mourning the loss of her lover at sea. It's not me. Lastly, the white stag, which is a ghostly white deer said to rescue travelers from the dangers in the Barren. So, you know, there's a bunch of them that are all kind of around there. It's just one of many. There is also the belief that maybe it was a sandhill crane, which looks like that. And they think that while they aren't local to the area, it could be a vagrant sandhill crane, which means that it's not following like the typical behavior of this animal, and it's for some reason like accidentally in a different place. Like if we had a giraffe in Nova Scotia right now, that would be called like a vagrant giraffe, because it's not meant to be here. This is not where it thrives. Vagrant. But it somehow accidentally got here. So it could have been a crane, and they're not used to seeing cranes. Mm-hmm. It's not indigenous to Jersey, so maybe they saw that and thought it was the Jersey Devil. There's some people called the Devil Hunters who officially research the Jersey Devil. They still to this day will collect reports, visit historical sites, go on nocturnal hunts to find proof that the Jersey Devil exists. Guys, invite me next time, please. The last possible explanation, which I'll show you a picture of because this was my most convincing, I believe this. Some people think that it is a existing species of megabat. Those are mostly found in Africa, called Hippocygnianthus monstrous, or like a hammer bat, big-lipped bat, all that stuff. And I'll show you a picture of them side by side. So that is a megabat.
I've seen that picture before.
Yeah, that's a megabat, and that's the Jersey Devil. That looks the most convincing to me. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, yeah, that giant bat could be a Jersey Devil.
100,000,000%.
Right?
That fucker, I literally fucking knock him off at the knees, man. Knock him off at the knees. I'm telling you,
Or just befriend him. I don't know.
Chop his head off.
Oh my god.
Off at the knees.
Okay, well.
2 sword swipes.
And that's the Jersey Devil. How you feeling, Anna? You're feeling violent, I guess.
I need what's it called? Do I have a hole in my leggings?
The ADHD brain.
Final statements.
Yeah, final thoughts, feelings, and emotions.
I think I had a couple more.
No, it's all done.
Dang. Well, you are very well researched, for one.
Thank you.
Proud of you for that. It's a very nice skill to have. And what else? Those are spooky beasts. What the damn hell?
You want to kick them in their shins or whatever?
Knock them out at the knees. Listen, you ask your dad, he'll say the same fucking thing, I guarantee you.
I hit him with his car or something.
What?
He would say he'll hit them with his car or something.
Yeah, probably. See that thing on the road. Although a giant bat, I'm not sure what I would be doing if I saw that thing.
Run inside. I think that's the only safe
side.
Like, get inside.
Run inside.
I don't know.
Because I guess they don't really go out in the daytime anyway.
Yeah.
A megabat? You call it a megabat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could just call it a big bat.
Big bat, big.
Big back. Big back, big bat.
That motherfucker looks crazy. Don't want to get in his way, to be honest.
Well, are those your final statements?
Yeah, sorry.
Cool.
That's
it's
it,
okay.
actually.
My final statements. I believe that the Jersey Devil was probably a big bat. And that the Snallygaster is cool, but perhaps maybe not real.
Maybe.
But what do I know? I've never been to Maryland.
Hello.
I'd love to go and check it out, but I can outro us now if you'd like. Abrupt finish. I'm done.
Thanks for listening, guys.
I want to go play Dead by Daylight. Let's end this. Yeah, thank you for being here, Anna.
No problem. Thank you for sharing your
Love you. Love you for listening as well, you guys. Go support the Patreon, patreon.com/creepsandcoffee. Exclusive content.
Go.
Follow us on Instagram, Creeps and Coffee. Follow us on X, Creeps and Coffee.
Go.
TikTok, we're Creeps and Coffee, or send us a message or email us at creepsandcoffee@gmail.com. Boom. I'm loving it. Okay, well, have a good night. Don't get swooped up by the Jersey Devil. Bye.
Creeps and Coffee is produced and edited by us, Kate and Jane.
Our theme music is Stuck in a Hole by Dated.
For more information on where to find them, check out the link in our show notes. And to connect with us, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Creeps and Coffee.